Hey, Metal Shop Steve here. My next review for you is going to be a band called the Dead Daisies, and their new album out pretty recently, earlier this year, is called Holy Ground. Again, this is another band that I grabbed off the list. I wasn't really familiar with, but I loved it. So to tell you a little bit about the band, they are Australian, and you can kind of call them a super group if you want to. Over the years, they've had many, many musicians step in, play here, play there. Um, but it's all kind of the brainchild of David Lowy, the guitarist, and he created this project. So again, bringing in all kinds of great musicians. One of the highlights here on this album is vocalist Glenn Hughes. Now, you may have heard of Glenn Hughes because throughout his career, he has stepped in as lead vocalist for Deep Purple, for Black Sabbath. So certainly a very strong, very recognizable voice here. And to describe it to you, I would say that the first time I heard his voice, I thought to myself, wow, that is very Chris Cornell. It really channeled the best of what Chris Cornell brought to Soundgarden and his other projects. Um, Even kind of obscure comparison here, but Monster Magnet. A little bit of that kind of vibe to it, because the overall sound of this album, it has very groove, kind of funky, not funk, but kind of driving, groovy bass and drum to it. In terms of the guitar and everything else, it's kind of it's just again a very full sound, a sonic assault on your ears. There's not really any kind of dead space there instrumentally, vocally. It's all working really well together, and it's giving you this great sound. So for top tracks on this album, a lot of them here, but a pretty solid group for me. Come Alive, that was the first one that jumped out at me. Again, no real particular order here. Come Alive, Bustle and Flow, Saving Grace is another one, like no other. Really solid tracks. And again, this is something that I think is going to appeal to a lot of people. It's going to appeal to anyone who likes that more throwback kind of metal sound. I mentioned Glenn Hughes sang for Black Sabbath, so I think if you're into that kind of stuff, you're going to like it. I think it's going to appeal to anybody who likes more 90s stuff, 2000s stuff, current stuff. So really well-rounded. Again, the group, The Dead Daisies, and this album, Holy Ground, it's out now. Check it out. I'll see you later.